guys, welcome back. So today's video is all about 3 simple ways to lose more belly fat. If this interests you, stick around to the end because you want to hear each tip. They all will be equally important when it comes to losing belly fat. So let's dive right into number 1, which is to stress less and sleep more. Both of these things are going to have a significant impact on your hormones, which has a significant impact on your weight loss efforts. So let's first talk about stress. Usually when we stress, we put out a hormone called cortisol, which is the stress hormone, okay? And this is basically used in our body for a fight or flight to, get us out of a dangerous situation. But what happens is we get this cortisol being released all the time for, certain things in our life, whether that be the stress of a job, the stress of a relationship, any stress, we are producing this cortisol and we are not burning it off. We're not actually in a life or death situation, so we have excess cortisol all through the body. And this will wreak havoc on your weight loss efforts. What's going to happen is you're going to feel more hungry, and there are many other negative effects on your health from excess cortisol being in your body. So if you really are serious about losing weight and losing belly fat, you want to try to eliminate stress. So you can de-stress doing things like maybe writing in a journal or taking a bubble bath, exercising, taking some deep breaths. There are so many ways that you can de-stress. The biggest part of this, though, is going to be finding those triggers. What is actually making you stressed out in the first place and trying to eliminate that. Because if you continue to just have chronic stress over time, this is going to just stunt your weight loss efforts, give you headaches, make you sick. And also when it comes to stress, think about it. If you're really stressed out, do you want to do the things you're going to have to do to lose weight? Are you going to feel like getting out of the house or exercising, meal prepping, having all this motivation? No, it is not going to, you're not going to want to do it. So stress is the enemy of our weight loss efforts. So we want to do what we can to de-stress and to eliminate those triggers. Now let's talk about sleep a little bit. Sleep is so important for everything you do in your life. If you're not getting the proper amount of sleep, you are not showing up as your best self. You're not able to really crush your goals or your weight loss efforts if you don't get enough sleep. Also, sleep has an impact on our hormones as well. So specifically, let's talk about leptin and ghrelin, which are hormones that regulate hunger. So they're released from your fat cells. Leptin is going to tell you that you're full, and ghrelin is going to increase your appetite. So what happens when you're not getting enough sleep is you're going to be releasing less leptin and more ghrelin. So even if you're eating enough, you're still going to feel hungry. And of course, that is going to stunt your weight loss efforts because you're going to be eating way more and reaching for junky snacks, sugary, high, simple carb type of snacks. So this is a lose-lose situation. Also, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to be able to attack your workouts the way you want to. You're not going to have the energy to meal prep, okay? It all goes together. It all affects each other. So we really have to pay attention to getting not only the proper amount of sleep, but also getting quality sleep, not having screens on all night or something disturbing us, some noise. We have to make sure we're getting good quality sleep. When we're resting, when we're sleeping at night, our body is taking care of everything. It's replenishing. It's helping your muscles to restore, to recover. So this is a crucial time. You gotta get enough sleep. And if you get a handle on your stress and your sleep, you will start losing more weight and getting more results, okay? So I really hope you're going to get serious about this, because a lot of us just want to dive right into our goals, into exercising, into all this, and we don't even want to think about the basics. When I talk about building a solid foundation, if you ever, listen to any of my other videos, these are the things that I'm talking about. Building a solid foundation in your everyday habits, your sleep, your stress, hydrating, things like that. So that was tip number 1. All right, moving on to tip number 2. We have to go beyond just cardio and crunches. Cardio and crunches alone will not cut it. You have to incorporate other things. When I first started, that's all I did. I would just run on the treadmill or, walk outside, and that's all I would do. And I thought that is the only way I could burn calories. That's what I needed. So I prioritized that. And really, I needed to incorporate more. So let's talk about some specific things you can do to burn more fat, burn more calories. Number 1 is going to be to continuously challenge yourself. You have to be stepping it up progressively over time, or else your body is going to get used to what you're doing and you're going to stop seeing results. Okay? So challenging yourself is number 1. Number 2 is to incorporate more resistance training or strength training into your routine. This is when things really changed for me. When I started doing this, that's when I started to really reshape and get a new recomposition my body. So I was burning fat, not muscle and water. I was actually targeting the fat on my body. So how this works is you're going to be working and either maintaining or building the muscle on your full body, okay? And instead of your body taking the weight that you lose from that muscle, it's going to be going directly to the fat because you're doing what you can to maintain the muscle. So it's not going to go anywhere. Another thing when it comes to muscle, if you actually do build some more on your body, you will have to have more calories to sustain that muscle that you've built. So what does that mean? You get to eat more. And that idea sold me. I was like, oh, I get to eat more? Bet. Let's do this. So it's going to be a win-win for you. And it's going to make your body look different. So you're not just going to be losing weight. You're going to actually be looking better. You're going to be in turn losing more belly fat, because instead of going for your muscles, then your body's going to go for where you have the most fat on your body. And a lot of times that ends up being our belly, okay? So working on your muscles is a win-win. Also, it becomes important in our life to take care of our whole body. So not just working your abs because you think you're going to lose fat if you do 1,000 crunches. It doesn't work that way. You want to be targeting your full body, because that is going to keep your bones, your tissues, your joints healthy. That is going to help you burn tons of calories, even when you're not doing anything. So when it comes to strength training, after the workout, you are still burning more calories. So just when you're sitting down watching Netflix, when you're sleeping at night, you will be burning more calories. When you do cardio, you burn more calories during your session, but then you immediately stop burning calories when you stop. Okay, so that's why it's nice to have a combination. So you'll be burning calories during your workout and calories after your workout. It's called the afterburn effect. Okay, so it's a win-win to work on your muscles. And I want to say, don't worry about getting bulky. You're not going to get bulky. It takes a lot of food and a lot of time to actually build huge muscles. But there's nothing wrong with being stronger and having a little bit more muscle tone on your body. Okay, nothing wrong with that. So another tip is to do more compound movements like squats, deadlifts, planks, pull-ups, push-ups. Anything that's really recruiting more muscle groups is going to torch calories. Just burn tons of calories. So think, if I recruit more muscles, then I burn tons of calories, okay? that is going to help you so that you can take overall fat and belly fat off of your body, incorporating these moves. You can also, incorporate it to where you are doing a little bit more of a higher intensity weight training, a little faster, so you can get your heart rate up, burn calories like you're doing cardio, and also still be working your muscles. So as you can see, this goes way beyond just being on a treadmill and doing a couple crunches. So just to recap, you want to make sure you're targeting all your muscles because they all need time and attention in order for you to burn more calories and to be healthier throughout your life, right? Number 2, doing more compound movements, recruiting more muscle groups. So again, you can burn more calories in one session, right? That is the name of the game. That's what we really want to do. And number 3 is challenging yourself. And that's why I think I love weightlifting so much, because it gives you the opportunity to constantly be challenging yourself, okay? I love it. It makes me feel strong, and it has changed my body. As you can see, I'm not like a bulky person, but I'm strong. And I've been able to lose tons of actual belly fat with this approach, okay? So that is number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is no more restrictive diets. The bottom line is that restrictive diets just do not work. Number 1, you don't want to starve yourself on a consistent basis. No one is going to keep that up for a long extended period of time, okay? So what happens is if you eat too little, you don't get the proper nutrients in your body, you're not fueling your body, and what your body's going to do is hold on to the fat rather than burn it. Slow down your metabolism. So this is not something you want to do for you mentally, because you're not going to stick with it, you're going to be miserable, or for your body, because it is going to hold on to the fat instead of helping you to burn it. So it's a lose-lose situation, right? What instead you want to focus on is eating nutrient-dense foods, really fueling your body. Especially if you're going to be working out, you want to eat more rather than restrict and eat less. I know it seems like, Brittney, I want to lose this weight really fast, so I'm just going to eat like 800 calories a day and work out, all day long and lose this weight super fast. That doesn't work. And even if you do lose the weight initially, as soon as you start with your regular habits and eat the way you did before and, stop working out all day, every day, the weight is going to come back because we can't stick with that, right? We have to create a lifestyle. And a big mindset shift for me was you want to enjoy your food. Food is a huge part of life. We don't want to be dreading and hating and, having this negative feeling when we're going to eat. We want to really change our relationship with food and enjoy it, but pick healthier options, okay? Still give ourselves some leeway to have some of the, things that we love, some of the junk that we love a little bit, but also create new staples for yourself, new foods that you enjoy, that you love, that are healthier for you. Another tip is to get more protein. No matter if you're trying to build muscle or if you're trying to lose weight, protein is essential and important. So if you're trying to lose weight, it is going to help you to stay full and satisfied for longer, so you're not reaching for that junk later on in the day. If you have tons and tons of carbs, and especially the simple carbs all day long, sugar, you're going to binge later on in the day. That is just my experience and normally how it works. So you want to get more protein in your diet, especially starting out with that first meal of the day. You want it to be jam-packed with protein. And protein not only keeps you full, but it supports your muscles as well as all a lot of the processes that go on in your body need those essential amino acids that come from protein. So it is just completely important for you to have it in your diet. You also want to include more fiber, which is going to keep you full, healthy fats, and you still want to get carbs. You want to try to get more complex, whole grain, good carbs. But focus on first getting a good solid amount of protein, okay? That is just going to completely help and change and affect your weight loss results. Especially if you're working out hard, you got to fuel your body. You can't be restrictive when you are going hard in your workouts. It doesn't work. When you work out more, you're hungry. You need more food. So no more restrictive diets. It's just not going to be realistic, and it's going to be terrible. You're not going to have a good time, okay? So getting nutrient-dense foods that you love instead of starving yourself. That's the bottom line for this tip. So I hope you really liked this video. And if you did, just let me know in the comments below. If you have questions, also leave them right below this video, and maybe I can get back to you and answer your question in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you. Bye.